بسم الله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه ومن اهتدى بهدى أما بعد السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. Today I want to address two points, critique points on the way the people giving da'wah on Speaker's Corner, or like I say sometimes Bid'ah Corner. I will explain why I call it Bid'ah Corner. The first thing I want to address is that the people who are giving da'wah there, they let everyone come and criticize the Islam. Everyone can come with his shubuhat, how stupid they are. Every donkey, afwan, but it's really like this. Sometimes you hear things. Sometimes you hear things from people who want to attack the Islam. This you cannot even call it shubha. You cannot even call it shubha. So what's the fault I want to talk about? It's that the people who are giving da'wah there, they let everyone come and speak with them. Everyone can come and give their shubuhat, and everyone will talk about Islam and say what's this and why is this and why is that. And that's a big problem. That's a really big problem. And when you read the aqaid of the Salaf, you always see something very special. They say, وَلَا نُنَاظِرْ وَلَا نُجَادِلْ. They said, and we are not discussing and jadil, and mujadala. Like we don't have a dispute and give like you say and contra, and I will attack and you say and I, like this. We don't do this. That's the asl. That's the asl in this thing. We don't discuss. Today the people on Speaker's Corner, they say my hobby is discussing. One time I think it was Hamza. He said like my hobby was discussing things. So like I'm in Speaker's Corner, I discuss with everyone. And you see that. Even if we say we can discuss some things, then we will talk with one person one time. But you see this person come 500 times and we will discuss with him 500 times the same topics. Or he will come with a shubha. You cannot even call it shubha. And we have to talk with him and to say, no, it's not like this, you don't understand, it has to be like this, and this is not the Islam, and this and this. So that's a big problem. One time Sabir ibn Asal, everyone knows this qissa, this story. Sabir ibn Asal, he came and asked the people questions. He asked people questions like, what's this in the Quran, what's that? And he is Muslim. But he asked questions, too many questions. What's this, what's that, what's the tafsir of وَالذَّارِيَاتِ ذَرْوًا, what's this, what's that? Umar ibn Khattab, he saw what Sabir ibn Asal is doing. He said to him, come to me. And he punished him. He punched him until blood came out. And then he said, Ya Amir al-Mu'mineen, the shaitan that were in my head, he's now out. You can stop. And then Umar ibn Khattab stopped. And you see the ta'liq of Ibn Battat al-Ukbari, the Hanbali, rahmatullah alayh, the Imam, in Ibanat al-Sughra. He commented on this story. He said, someone who will read this story, he will say Umar ibn Khattab was very harsh to this guy. He just asked some questions and wanted some answers. Like he didn't ask something, he just wanted some answers. But then Ibn Battah said, but if you really look, then you understand that Umar was a really wise man. Why? Because Sabir ibn Asal, if he had usul, if he had like the foundation that he needs, he wouldn't even asked these questions. And if he understands that that Islam is this and that, he wouldn't ask such questions. What's this? What's that? What's this? And just confuse people. And it's like today. Today people get confused by everything. You just say one thing. You said, I have a shubha. I need someone who's explaining to me this shubha. So Ibn Battah said Umar was really wise when he punished him, because Umar then closed this door, because everyone who saw what Umar did with Sabir, he knows, like, okay, I just ask questions who will get you near to Allah, who will just ask questions that will get you near to Allah, that will help you. But don't ask questions like because it's a question. We don't have this. And this is really, really important, that you ask things that give you amal. You ask things that after that you can do action on it, and so on. But just ask because of asking, it's something not right, and we have to understand. Also in the books, like Ubay ibn Ka'b was asked, when this and that will happen, what should I do? He said, did it happen? He said, the other person said no. He said, okay, don't ask me, ask when it happened. Just asking for asking, we don't have this. So the Salaf said, ara'ayt. He said, ara'ayt khaliha fil Yemen. This ara'ayt, when this and that happened, what should I do? And this and that and this, leave that in Yemen. Don't come and ask when it's happening, because then you need amal, then you need action to do it and how to do it and so on. But if it's not happening, leave us. We have enough problems. And that's a really big problem in the speaker's corner. And that's a bid'ah. To discuss with everyone everything he's in his head. He have in his head. We have to discuss on it, and he can just talk to us and give his view and tell me and this and that. And that's why you see the Salaf, they said, we don't discuss. وَلَا نُجَادِل. Imam Ahmed said this in Usul Sunnah. And we have a lot of examples on this. And when yet someone can come and say, like, طيب, Imam Ahmed discuss the thing about Khalq al-Quran with the Mu'tazila, and also Imam Shafi'i discuss. Okay, طيب, with who they discussed? They discussed with ulama, with scholars. You sit with someone who has knowledge. You sit with someone who, when you convince him, a lot of people will also come to Islam. You talk to him if you see he wants the haqq. But this is just this thing of discussing because of discussing. That was not the asl. The asl is that we don't discuss. Islam is the fitrah. One time, I will finish it then. One time I saw a discussion between Hashim and one atheist guy. Hashim talked to him, and the atheist guy said, like, everything we see and we listen and so on, like we see with our eyes and so, there is a possibility that it is not like we see it. There is a possibility that it is something else. Then Hashim said to him, okay, طيب, are you a man or a woman? Wallah al-Azim, this guy stopped, and he started thinking. Wallah, he said at the end he said, there's a possibility that I'm not a man. Like someone like this, you don't talk to him. You search for a doctor for him, because he's crazy, really, and he needs a doctor. You don't talk to him a second time. You said to him, you still believe in this? Then go. You need something else. You need Umar ibn al-Khattab and the doctor. These two things. And that's the problem. That's a really big problem, that we talk with everyone. Every donkey can come from the street and talk about Islam without adab. Islam is aziz. This religion is aziz. It's from Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala. We don't talk with everyone who has something in his head and he's the stupidest man on earth, and he comes and say like, oh, Islam is this and that. You go and learn, go and look. That's the problem. That's really a problem, wallahi. And don't think when we see a discussion between a Muslim and an atheist as an example, that we just look at the evidences, and we can look and we will directly know who's talking haqq and who not, just because of the evidences. No, human beings are not like this. And this said Gustave Le Bon. Gustave Le Bon, he said this. He said that the most of people, they take what they're taking because of something else, because of emotions, how the guy is talking, how he say things, and so on. Not because just because of the evidences. That's also a point. Maybe you can talk with the stupidest man on earth, but he will give you some shubuhat. You can answer this shubuhat, but there are still people who will say, Subhanallah, yes, I will follow him. I will not follow him. Because of what? Because of the way he's saying the shubuhat, and so on. So don't think that this matter something really easy and no problem. I have the evidence, and if I have the evidence, then there is no other problem. It's not working like this. It's not working like this. And this is a topic we really have to talk about a lot, because what they are doing, what the people of Dawah are doing there are a lot of problems. Wallah al-azim. Wallah al-azim. Wallahu a'lam. هذا وصلى الله على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم. I addressed just one point, but it's okay also.